Hey there. Hello, it's Sadie at All Natural Me. Welcome to my replay. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your presence as always. So if you're here now, if you're here in the future, take a deep breath. Hey Katie, a little late getting started. I just got a phone call with a whole bunch of bad news. So it's funny how the universe times some things, but it's okay. I'm glad I was available for that call. Hi, Antonio Curry. So let me get your chat up here on my iPad, and then we'll play. You guys, let's pick some good fortunes tonight. Open up your mind. Think of a number between 1 and 75, and just shout it out. So I'm here, you're here, but my iPad still doesn't know that I'm live. Antonio Curry, 7 for you. Antonio, thank you so much for being here. I hope you're doing well. The most reliable way to predict your future is to create it. So if you're in a moment of uncertainty, you are creating your future, that's awesome. Then you don't have as many worries as most people. Like some people come into my broadcast and they're like, can you tell me my fortune? And it's like, no, you shouldn't need your fortune told. And Kate is going to go with 40. If you are creating your future, I don't know why that's not working. If you're creating your future, you don't have to have me or anyone like me tell you what's going to happen, right? So create your future. All right, I'm going to be lost without my chat archive over there, but let's see. I think you said 40. Yeah? Are you feeling better, Katie? I want to ask you that, if you're feeling better. I had like a momentary dizzy spell today, and I thought of you. I was like, that was just a one little minute, like not even a minute. And I was like, how is she doing it? You know, you are feeling better? Good. Like 100%. Like, it's just so funny how like all of a sudden you can be kind of like plagued with something and then it like goes a little better. Well, that's good. All right. I think, oh, this is frustrating that I can't see my chat. So anyways, let me read you your fortune, Katie. Number 40 says, it's a question, actually. Which thought feels better? So as we do our thing all day long, we need to stop and ask ourselves, well, which thought feels better? Okay? Because usually you can decide to think a better feeling thought. So if you are like thinking, oh, I'm worried about my health, like I'm so dizzy, like, okay, well, is there a thought that feels better? Instead of like saying I worry about my health. Antonio says, I was scared today because you watched something and it was scary. Hey, that's why I don't watch anything. But anyways, Katie, catch yourself in the moment. Bam, in the moment. Which thought feels better? Does it feel better to be stressed out about something or hopeful? So that is the work. Oh, that is the work. All right, so you guys, I don't know why that's not working over there. Yesterday and all weekend, no, Friday and all weekend, we did guilt. Did you get a chance during your dizziness to journal about guilt? I am sick of guilt. Like, I'm sick of picking it apart. I'm sick of thinking about it. However, it's disgusting how it is just infiltrated everyone. Yeah, girl, I don't watch scary movies either. Yeah, and I'm so tired of guilt too. I know. Well, here's what's crazy. Sadie All Natural Me, I love your channel because you make and you inspire me to get up in the morning and get ready, and you make me happy. Antonio, I need to take a picture of that. Thank you. I wish I could get up in the morning. I wish I would inspire me to get up in the morning. Like, see how I am now? It takes me all day to get to this. Like, when I wake up, I just started, you guys, I'm so sorry. When I wake up, Tabby Cat, you're here. I'm doing oracle cards tonight, right here on the magnet. We're talking about regret. Dun, da, 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 regret. Yay, that's going to be a lot of fun. And you can't wait for me to go live. Katie, thank you so much. So anyways, when I wake up, literally, I'm like, my kids could vouch for me. I'm like a zombie. I lug my body out of bed. I'm really slow to get going. Like, it feels dense for me to be here. So it takes me all day to get happy. So I'm giving you my best, for sure. But Antonio, if you're getting up and you're being happy, I'm proud of you. Okay, there we go. Finally, my iPad just got online here and is going to let me see your chat. Oh, see, I love that. I love that because now I can see what you've all just said. And Antonio, thank you so much. That was so sweet. And Tabby Cat, Tabby, pick a number between 1 and 75. So Katie's going to ask herself which thought feels better. Antonio's going to keep on getting up, being proactive, right? Going to get his day going. And see, this is why I'm so glad, because those move fast. I had to tell you the saddest thing. When I was born, my great-grandma died from a heart attack. Antonio, I can relate, but from a different perspective. 15 years ago, I had my first child. Gave birth to my son, and when he was only 2 or 3 months old, I think 3 months old, my grandpa died. And I was like, I just became a mother, and now you died, and so now my son won't have great-grandpa. So I understand. But from the mother perspective, you never got to meet her. So you and your grandma is like me, you and your grandma is like my son and his grandpa. Like, and all I could do was tell him how great he was, right? Like, you would have really liked him. So I'm sure she's with you now and has her eyes on you now. So Tabby, 56. So anyways, yeah, like I was feeling really good and I got home thinking to myself, what are we going to talk about regret for? I don't really have a whole lot of regret. Well, get this, you guys. This is the universe being funny. And then Tabby, I'm going to read your fortune. So I'm thinking, oh, I'm doing good. I have no regret today. So I come home and my husband says, did you forget my sandwich? Instant regret. I drove the whole way home and forgot to buy him his supper. And so now comes the guilt trip from him. So yeah, I totally have some regret tonight. So anyways, thank you, 3D Reality. You've given me something to relate to. So 56. Just when you're feeling good, that's when you forget your husband's sandwich. All right, so Tabby Cat. Okay, this is a long one. Let people do. You listening, Tabby? Let people do what they need to do to make them happy. Mind your own business. It's not me. You picked it. Mind your own business and do what you need to do to make you happy. So, if everyone could just stay out of everyone's business, I be happy, you be happy, we let them be happy. Like, if everybody could just do their own thing and be happy, it would probably be a very happy, so I don't know, it's kind of funny, but so let everybody live their own life and do what they need to do to make them happy, and remember, you do what you need to do to make you happy, okay? So let's see. Katie says she's in a rush because she's running late. Yep. Antonio says that, but at least I didn't see, so I'm glad that she's okay, and she's in heaven right now, and she's probably watching me, yes, and I have sweet dreams about her. Do you really have dreams about her? That's awesome, because dream time, yes, it is a way that non-physical can connect with us. So if you're dreaming about her, that's really good. I mean, that's cool. If you're having dreams about anyone deceased, that is contact. Absolutely. Our dreams are very valid. I forgot my booster seat. Okay, so we're good with the numbers. And let us talk about regret. So here we are, regret. Tonight we did get a mandala. Let me get guilt out of here. But you know what? I have a feeling these two are BFFs. right? Like, so I think like that's why I had them follow each other when I looked at the cards, because guilt and regret, they're just so close. Okay, Tabby Cat, go do what you need to do to make you happy. They're so close in this negative vibration, right? Guilt, regret. Like, how can you, it's like hardly, how can you say which one's worse or which one's better? Like, it's kind of like, they're kind of the same. So the affirmation is, I know that I cannot change the past. That's a very freeing thing to get into your mind. I can't change the past. Okay? Because that's what regret is, in my opinion, right? Like wishing that you could go back in your time machine and change the past. I regret not bringing my son to his pawpaw the night he passed away. You could look at that in two different perspectives though, right? Like, right? Which thought feels better, Katie? I regret not doing that, or I didn't feel inspired to take him, and for whatever reason I didn't, right? Because you don't really know, like, maybe was he sick? Like, maybe your son, like, maybe it was best for him just not to see him like that. Or, I mean, I hate for you to beat yourself up. Exactly. So now you can't regret that, because your first instinct was to not want him to remember him like that. So that was probably the right thing to do. But then why sometimes now? Yes. And I'm assuming that he at the end, they're not good, right? That's actually the phone call that I got right before I broadcast. Somebody very near and dear to me. So, yeah, it never usually ends well. And I think you did the right thing. But the question is, Katie, why now do you kind of torture yourself with the regret? So you have to say, well, you know, I can't go back and change the past. Like when that regret little voice comes up, be like, hey, I did what I thought was best in that moment, and I cannot change the past. Thank you. If you ever have like negative thoughts, I would just be like, thank you. I did what I thought was best at the time, and I cannot change the past. Thank you. Now go away. Oh my gosh. All right, so let's read straight from the book. So for people watching the replay, I'm going to read the regret now. Oh, how old's your son? So he remembers him. Oh, yeah. So Katie's son misses him so much and breaks her heart, but trying my best to get him through it. Oh, yeah, 8's pretty emotional. 8 can be really sensitive. So tell him that when he talks to him, say, well, when you talk to your papa, you should have a conversation with papa. He can hear you. Okay? Say, he can hear you if you decide to have a conversation with him, and ask him to visit you in your dreams. Okay? Yeah, I would give him something concrete to do, right? Like, well, you know, whenever you talk to papa, he can hear you, he can hear you from the other side. So go ahead and tell him what you know. And if he says that he really misses him, say, and papa knows that, because he can hear you. So, regret. The soul doesn't know time. Time is a construct of the physical dimension. To your soul, there is only one big now. Okay? You're welcome, and you can tell him that too. Papa isn't in time, so anytime you need him, he can hear you, and he can listen to you, because he's always available. So souls are only in the now. Think of the past as the now that has already been created, and the future as the now that has yet to be created. You don't have the power to uncreate the past, so let that go. Your power of creation lies in your awareness of the present. You have the power to not only create your future, but also create acceptance of your past. You should realize that you are the total summation of every single experience you have had. Thank you, Bear. These experiences have helped shape you into the person you are today. So, train yourself not to judge past events as good or bad, but as opportunities. What have you learned from the past that will help enrich your future? Focusing on the past and letting it dictate the direction of your future is taking your power away from yourself. You are the creator. You hold the power. Reflect on the lessons of the past and use your current power to create your bright future. So I just love that Antonio picked the one that's saying you don't need to predict your future because you create it. Antonio, good call on that. And regret is saying that too. Like, you need to train your mind just to accept that you cannot uncreate the past. Okay? You can't go back and uncreate it. Just accept it as an opportunity. So that goes to Katie's fortune, which is which thought feels better, regret or opportunity. So, I guess like a lot of my regret is sometimes because I'm forgetful. So I don't know, I could twist it around into an opportunity to try to remember more. I'm not really sure how that applies to all things. This is going to be an interesting journaling for me. Pointing out and locating what I actually do regret, because sometimes I don't feel like I have access to that emotion so much as far as past stuff. I think when I was younger, yeah, because we live in the now, Katie. We live in the now. I think that's why we forget, because we're not like trying always to remember, because we're here right now. For me anyways. But like, okay, and I think Katie, you'll be able to maybe relate to this. When I was younger, I used to regret what happened to me as a child, or like maybe regret things that whatever happened, or I did do or I didn't do. That's what happens with regret. It's usually about like what you didn't do. But after I had children, after I had my son, there was like this instant clearing of any type of regret. Because I thought to myself one day, I would not change one little thing, because it led me to this point of being a mother with this beautiful baby. You can relate, yeah. So it's like sometimes that happens like with mothers, like you're like, hey, I wouldn't do one of those stupid things different if it would change right here, right now, right? Because I love where I'm at right now. So that's like one way, I think, just that life helps you heal any feeling of regret. But this is our journaling work, exactly, right? So for 15 years now, I've sort of had the mindset where I'm like, hey, I don't regret anything as long as I'm happy now, right? You just can't. After you have kids, you can't regret anything. However, sometimes I do have regret if I go to a yard sale, and this is so shallow, I'm so sorry. But like, if you see something, you're like, oh, should I buy that? Or maybe I shouldn't buy that. And then later on, you're like, oh, why didn't I buy that, right? That's like the only regret I sometimes usually have. Like, dang it, missed opportunity. So I have definitely more regret with things that I did not do than did do. Like tonight, I forgot I didn't pick up dinner. Yeah. So anyways, let's journal it out though. Maybe we can kind of figure out something about ourselves just with journaling. we could maybe even use the prompt, what have you learned from the past that will help enrich your future? So if there is any little thing that you're like, oh, I wish I wouldn't have done that. Okay, well, fine, whatever. But like, let's stop thinking about the regret and think, what has this taught me that now it will help my future or enrich my future? I don't know. So just give it a go, right? That's all we can do. You never know what to expect until you put that pen to the paper. So journaling regret. I know that I cannot change the past. Okay, there's your opportunity to journal if you so wish. So after I came home and I realized that I forgot dinner and I was a terrible wife, I'm just going to keep wearing my guilt badge. I thought, you know what? We're pulling a dragon. After all that, we're pulling a dragon. So we're going to pull a dragon card tonight, then a sacred geometry activation. And this sort of makes sense now, because usually when I pull this, I say, what frequency could we be working on? So we'll see how that ties in. Then we're going to end with a keeper of the light. Okay, I love this deck. And we will we'll finish with a language of letting go affirmation. And that will be plenty. And then if my kids can behave themselves that long, hi with just a Wubbox, that'll be amazing. Because I already hear the dogs upstairs going nuts. So everyone, take a drink of water. Thank you, water. I love you, water. Bless every drop of you. Take some good energy, put it into your food, your drink, and what you're doing. Sometimes we get lots of practice at being centered and grounded. You know, like I basically felt centered and grounded driving home. And then I got thrown a little loop, right? And then I sit down to broadcast and I feel pretty good. I recovered. But then I get a phone call, right? And I'm thrown off again. Like sometimes this life experience is one practice event after another, centering yourself and grounding yourself. So remember to breathe and remember to anchor in, okay? Because even if the waters get rough, you have to know how to stay afloat, and you have to know how to maintain your balance and frequency. So, dragons, I invite you to join us tonight with your guidance and protection and clearing energy. Help us transmute any belief systems and any type of situations in our life that are no longer serving our highest good. Help us transmute them and let them go. Heal. I think maybe it's transmute, then heal, then let go. We could argue about it, but that's what I think. So let's see here. All right. Go with the flow. Absolutely. We have the aquamarine dragon from Neptune. So I like this because we're talking about, what did I say? Rough waters. It's always so funny when that happens, when like whatever I say and then it flips out. Okay. I like your video, Sadie. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness, Antonio. You've been here a long time then. So this aquamarine dragon from Neptune, look how cool. Holding a key and a trident and little seahorses all around in the water. It's really sweet. I will take a picture of this and put it on allnaturalme.com. Everyone can visit. You don't have to even have a Patreon account, but you could sign up for one. It's free, and then you could follow me there. But I'll post a nice picture there. Did I lag a little bit? Okay, so the aquamarine dragon from Neptune enables you to access your deepest soul wisdom. Spirituality and wisdom are available to you. Develop your psychic abilities. and receive ineffable soul knowledge. So yet another, Katie, yet another moment of encouragement for us to dive deep, remember our abilities, retrieve our soul wisdom, and develop the psychic abilities. So I think this is a 5th dimensional, but let me see here. 7th. No, this is 7th dimensional. All right, 7th dimensional dragon. So the planet Neptune, it's a very watery planet of advanced spirituality and enlightenment. The aquamarine dragons from this illumined planet carry the light of the universe, which contains spiritual information and knowledge. So these dragons will approach us and ask us to tune into them so that they can download this light into our energy fields. This will enable us to take information and know how to apply it wisely. As these gentle dragons flow around us, they also help us to access more of our ineffable soul knowledge and wisdom, and pass it to others humbly, sincerely, and honestly. They have the ability to pour liquid light into us, which builds our crystalline light body more quickly and enables us to shine. They also enhance our psychic ability and development by enabling our psychic chakras to open up more easily. We may find our subtle knowing is heightened after encountering them. So, shall we invite them into your energy space? If you want them in your energy space, I suggest doing it out loud. Okay? So yes, aquamarine dragons from Neptune, I invite you into my energy space now. They are water dragons. They will flow around you, surrounding you with their aquamarine energy and awakening your psychic abilities. So call them in and connect with them often. For each time you do so, they will light up more of the keys and the codes of your true essence. This will bring your soul contentment and a sense of your divine magnificence, and you will experience higher levels of enlightenment and start to see your world and the universe through different eyes. Your guidance is to drink a glass of blessed water as you tune into these dragons. Then they will be able to touch you more profoundly. Okay. So I do love it, first of all. I love all my decks, and I love it when they entertain me like this. Did I just not ask you all to bless your water and take a drink of water? And now I pull the Neptune dragon, who is also encouraging you to drink your blessed water. Oh my gosh, so fun. Sometimes we just need to be reassured that Spirit is listening, and Spirit does have our back. And so my oracle cards are an extension of my higher self. I've given them permission to communicate with me and for us. So that is just so, so funny. Oh my goodness. Love it. Love it so much. So if you don't want to take my advice to drink your blessed water, take the advice from the aquamarine dragons from Neptune to drink your blessed water. So that's hilarious. That right before I pulled this card, I was talking about blessed water, and that is exactly what the card said to do as well. So there you go. Cheers. Right. Oh my gosh. Yes. Very, very sweet. So thank you, Aquamarine Dragon from Neptune. I will put a picture on that. I will take a picture for sure. I like doing the write-up afterwards because it helps like me to like really sit with the cards a little bit and really think about what they mean to me personally. Okay, so we're gonna follow up from the Aquamarine Dragon. So we've got regret next to the Aquamarine Dragon. Very good. And now we're gonna pull a Sacred Geometry activation, and we're gonna ask, like, okay, so it's Monday. This is a good Monday deck. What frequency can we work on this week? Can we call on this week? Improve upon? Okay, kind of like a theme or just something for us to work on or pull from. This message could mean differently to different people, right? For me, it could be something I need to work on. For someone else, it could be something that they can access for support, right? It just depends on where you're at on your journey. That's why I can pull one card and everybody get what they need from it. Okay, so here we go. Sacred Geometry activation. Thank you so much for helping us learn how to manage our frequency and maintain it and choose the frequency that we prefer. If you want to be happy, right? Okay, I think that's where I'm supposed to stop. All right, yeah. Man, I was starting to twitch like I was having muscle spasms. So the card that I stopped on is number 8, Alchemy. The frequency of alchemy activates our magical ability and remembrance of the magic that we all hold inside. Katie, now we're being harassed. We need to remember our magic that we hold inside. Each of us has the potential to access the ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemist to perform the miracles of transmutation. I love it. Yes, transmuting this shadow work that we're doing, transmuting, that is the name of the game. My Oracle deck is I know, yeah, laughing so hard. I know. This is great, especially because Katie, you've said several times, like, remembering my abilities, like, and that's just what this is saying too, that we all have magical abilities, and the remembrance is what it's all about at this point. The remembrance of that magic that we do hold inside. Every single one of us has the potential to access the ancient knowledge. So let's see what else it says. So alchemy usually refers to the process of transforming matter. That's usually how we hear that word, like from metal into gold. In a more esoteric sense, and it's a really beautiful card, alchemy has been associated with the magical transformations that have to do with longevity. Magic is as real as we allow ourselves to believe. Whether we aim to transform metal into gold or we wish to find the secret to life itself, the immortality of the soul. When we access the mysterious, subtle, and even undefined parts of ourselves that light us up, we get a taste of real magic. Love. Love is one of the greatest, most mysterious and magical energies in the universe. When love comes to us, and we open our hearts to welcome it in, true alchemy can work its magic on every aspect of our being. In tantric traditions, it is believed that when two people merge through not only their physical bodies, but with all the energetic aspects of themselves aligned as well, they can reach states of consciousness that have powerful, rejuvenating effects and can even open up the door to immortality. These heightened states of consciousness can also be achieved by a single individual. The key either way is the intentional, directed, deep state of love that merges all dualistic aspects, the masculine and the feminine, with others and ultimately within ourselves. So the alchemy image shows how one becomes two. Or is it the other way around? From the center, which represents source, spin the two aspects of the masculine, which is the left circle with the upward triangle, and the feminine, the right circle with the downward triangle. This represents a dualistic world of the physical plane. The bright orange represents the color of our sacral chakra, which is linked to our sexuality, our connection with others, and its freeing effect on the body and the mind. The purple and violet colors in this activation represent our connection to the higher realms and source, indicating that our consciousness is as much part of the merging as our physical bodies are. And the large triangles, you'll be able to see it when I take a picture of it. The large triangles refer to the union between the masculine and the feminine, where the upward triangle represents the masculine and the downward the feminine. And then there are 6 circles, and the number 6 represents harmony, love, and balance. So that is a very sweet activation, and I will take a picture of it. You can do an open-eyed meditation on it, or just see what kind of codes this activates within you. Now, we do have an exercise that we can try. You're invited to close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Now let's take a moment to go inside yourself, go inside, and remember who you are. Remember that you hold within you all the secrets of the unlimited potential and infinite existence. Do you know that you are magical? That you can perform magical manifestations? Take a deep breath and know and remember you are a great sorcerer. You are a great sorcerer. So practice your magic often. Practice your magic often. Thank you so much. That was lovely. Yes, tell yourself to remember. Tell yourself to practice your magic. So I am like beyond excited now that we've got the aquamarine dragons from Neptune. We've got alchemy. Now, the fact that we're pulling a keeper of the light now, I'm excited. I mean, I'm always excited to pull from this deck, but now I'm really excited. So practice your magic often. Give yourself permission to remember that you are powerful and that you have access to magic and you have psychic abilities. All right. My deck was getting rough with me there. Did you hear it? I'm a wizard, yo. All right, I'm excited to see this. I do want to just shout out to my mama friend Cody because Faith is on the bottom. Okay, but let's see what card are we pulling from this deck. I'm nervous. I feel like there should be a drum roll. Nice. Lady Nada, Heart Awakening. Awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. So, let me read a little bit more. Lady Nada has a message to open up our hearts, which at first might not seem connected to alchemy and magic, right? But if we are going to be given these gifts, we better be coming from the right place when we use them, right? Or maybe we need to start coming from the right place before we receive the gifts, right? Like if we're not in the highest good of others and our highest good, that might hinder us from developing our psychic abilities. Just keep that in mind. So Lady Nada is said to be another incarnation of Mary Magdalene. But even if she is, the energies are slightly different. Lady Nada is a mighty spiritual priestess of love who once existed in the land of Atlantis. She is the light force that helps us awaken our heart to the divine love we deserve. The light keeper, whose essence allows the light within our heart to expand, revealing a true, real, naked, and vulnerable aspect of our soul. She brings an opportunity to experience divine love, whether through a relationship, adventure, or experience. So here's your extended message. The cave of your heart is opening wide for you to experience divine love. You have an opportunity to overcome past pain, heartbreak, and letdowns. This is a wonderful time to cherish and love yourself, and then allow yourself to be cherished and loved by others. If you feel love revealing itself clearly in your heart, have courage. Have courage and move into a state of trust. You are reminded that when true love is present, when divine love is present, there are no obstacles to overcome. It will be there. It will be clear, pure, and real for you to experience. So your message is that your relationships are being brought into harmony on all levels of your life. Give and receive divine love with yourself and all those around you. And remember to give and receive in balance. If you give, make sure you open up your heart to receive. So, I love this. And I love that she has roses because before I broadcast, I called on Mother Mary to be with me. And when we were just at the Goodwill before we came home looking for Halloween costumes, the man behind me in the checkout line had a Mary. But tell me what you think. It was Mary, but she was doing this, like with her hands. And she was gesturing over to the side of her. How is that different, from the Mary we always see with her hands together like this, or giving and receiving, right? Like her hands like this. She was like over like this. So anyways, I want to maybe research a little bit about that because, of course, this is significant for me that when there's a man behind me holding a Mother Mary figurine, right? It's for me to notice. Right? So I have to research it at least a little bit because the universe put him behind me for a reason. And I said to him, oh, is that Mary? And he said, yes. I said, I love Mary. He said, me too. We would have had more of a conversation, but it was like 2 minutes. They were really wanting us out of the store. So anyways, thank you, Lady Nada. I really feel like my heart needs to open up even more and more. I mean, it just always needs to open up more. So here's to us experiencing divine love. And I will put a picture of alchemy on allnaturalme.com, and also our aquamarine dragon from Neptune. That was so sweet. And unfortunately, we're still doing that shadow work. This morning in my personal vlog, I said, are we done yet? Okay, Sadie, we're on day 4, and there's 44. So, no, you're not done yet, and you have 40 more days to go. I'm the worst. So don't anybody beat yourself up if you're, no regrets. That's right. I know, Katie, I love that you know what I'm talking about when we say that. That's so funny. That's what I need to do. Print that out or pull it up. Make it my screensaver for the day. I don't know. No regrets, you guys. No regrets. So if you've started your journaling, continue on. Thank you, Katie. If you haven't started, now's a great time, right? It's all about letting go. So that's why we're going to end my broadcast throughout this shadow clearing session, I guess, a very long session. Letting go. But don't you dare try to just shove it inside or let it go without doing the healing work, okay? You need to transmute it and heal it and then let it go. So I had to laugh again, you guys. When I got this deck, it came with her little like author bio card. And I was like, oh, thanks, Melody, but I won't be needing this, right? And I just like threw it aside. Well, then I was like, well, I don't want to repeat these affirmations. So I think I'll start separating the deck. And I thought to myself, wouldn't it be nice if I had some kind of a separator? And I was like, Melody, where are you? So now she's back. I picked her up off the floor. She's back in my life. She's going to separate the old affirmations while we do this. So I don't know if you caught that the last time, but I did, and I thought it was funny. So, all right. So let me give this a little shuffle. And thanks for joining me. Yeah, thanks for being here. Thanks for bringing your good energy. Thanks for just joining me in this space where we put our intentions together and we do the healing work, each of us in our own way. And each of us in our own way, we take the steps that are needed to continue to open up our heart space. So before I read you the affirmation, I do also want to let you know that I posted the Trinity meditation on allnaturalme.com. If you just type in allnaturalme.com, it'll take you to the right space pretty much. And there is a visualization that we can do this week. We're sending love to the platonic plates of, hi, I love you too, thank you, to the earth. And there's 2 other visualizations too. So you are invited to join me with that. You just do it on your own whenever you have extra love to spare. Go ahead, send it out to the world, right? Look at me, can't remember anything tonight. But anyways, I did post it for you. So we're ending with apologizing. All right, no regrets. No. Today I will.
Hold the bunny.
You're gonna do them at. All right, give me the bunny. I don't want to end every broadcast with a bunny.
Oh, you are going to end every broadcast with a bunny.
All right. Now you can see the bunny. You can see my purse. You can see the mess that I have beside me. All my magic is gone. This is Butterball.
He's a boy.
He's a boy.
He's a boy.
So, apologizing. Today I will try to be clear and healthy in my apologies. Taking responsibility for my own actions and nobody else's. I will seek God's help in figuring out what I truly need to apologize for, and I will do so without reservation. All right. Well, I did apologize when I forgot to bring home dinner, and it did feel more heartfelt than I normally do.
No, that's valid.
So,
That's valid.
interesting. I don't know what I think about this right off the hand. Today I will try to be clear and healthy in my apologies. Okay, I like that, because sometimes you're just like, I'm sorry, but you're really not sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
Superstar.
So these are intentions to be clear and healthy in our apologies. Take responsibility for your own actions, just yours, not anybody else's. And seek higher help. Go to source, go to creator, go to God, and to help in figuring out what I truly need to apologize for. And then do it without reservation. So, last week I apologized to myself, right? Because I had hurt myself or allowed
I
it.
hurt my back. And
Well-
I don't know
Well,
what.
apologize to your back then.
Thank you.
Here's the thing about me apologizing.
Yeah, it's actually impossible.
My ego really gets soothed by
I
it.
guess put
So I kind of just do it as a mind hack or a mind trick. But if I feel like I've done something or in a situation that, didn't feel that good to me, I do apologize to myself. And then I tell myself that I love you and I'm sorry and I love you. So this could not just only be to other people, but also to yourself. So anyways, and let's knock off the, while we're making intentions, those sorries that don't need to be spoken, right? Like, sorry. Like, it's just watered down the whole apology thing, right? Like you don't always have to say sorry for things that you don't need to be sorry for, right? So anyways, good intentions. We're still figuring out if we like these cards or not. I do like the image. So today I will try to be clear and healthy in my apologies. Well, I love you guys. Thank you so much. Take it or leave it. Sorry, not sorry.
Superstar.
All right, so while everyone's still online here, I do want to just take 1 minute and
I'm like the bronze.
I want to make sure I'm following. Okay, I'm subscribed to Katie Moore. I just want to make sure before people run out of my chat that I catch people so I can stalk you. So anyways, you guys, make your intentions for the week, and I'm already subscribed to everybody. Cool. Do your journaling work, and then tomorrow night, are we up for it tomorrow night? Tomorrow night,
Poor Beavis, she just got flicked.
ooh, much love to you, Gracie. Tomorrow night, the shadow work is failure. Dang. Oh, wow. We still got a lot of dark stuff to sledge through. So tonight's journaling, although I recommend getting up and doing it in the morning, or tonight if you're feeling like it, regret, and then failure tomorrow night. All right, let's plan on it. Okay, if something comes up, I'll post in my Patreon page, Patreon. And if not, we'll be failures together tomorrow night. No regrets. So much love, you guys. Thank you again for joining me. I love you all so dearly. And I also just want to tell you that I pulled a couple cards for myself Sunday night. And the top and bottom card, I can't remember even which one was which, but it was all about friendship and support. And I instantly thought of you guys. I really did. you support me in ways you have no idea even. So thank you so much. I love you so much. I appreciate you so much. And I am not sorry. All right, you guys. I'll see you again soon. So much love. This is Sadie at allnaturalme.com.
And
We'll see you.
BetterBallForBunny.com.
I support you. Okay. See ya. Butterball, help out.